If you're wanting to learn a little bit more about pre-loved luxury, this is gonna be the video for you. So I get asked all the time where I shop for pre-loved, why I recommend pre-loved in certain cases, and we're gonna cover all of that in today's video. I am so excited to share that I am officially a FASHIONPHILE partner. So this is actually a really proud moment for me because I've been doing unboxings here on my channel for years of FASHIONPHILE items, and it's just one of my go-to places when it comes to purchasing pre-loved. I think their whole concept, their website, their policies are just amazing, and it's just really exciting for me to say that I am officially a FASHIONPHILE partner. Now today, all of the handbags that I'm going to share with you, I did actually purchase from FASHIONPHILE, and I have very unique reasons on why I purchased each individual bag. That's what we're going to go over today, so let's dive in. One of the reasons why I recommend shopping pre-loved is if you're looking for something that has been discontinued. The perfect example of that is my Louis Vuitton Mossery backpack. At the time, I was adamant that I wanted a Louis Vuitton backpack, but there was nothing currently available brand new from Louis Vuitton that I liked. I really wanted this backpack. I was adamant that I had to have a Mossery backpack. I actually tried the MM size, ended up purchasing the GM size as well, and decided that the GM was the perfect fit for me. This backpack is still one of my all-time favorite luxury purchases. I don't use it a ton, but I love it. But I do want to also just kind of give you a tip when it comes to purchasing pre-loved items is always pay attention to the grading category. FASHIONPHILE does a really good job of grading the condition of the pieces so you know what you're going to get when you open up that box. So they'll give you giftable, excellent, great, good condition, and then always give you a really good detail of what to expect, what the flaws are, if there are any smells, if there are any sort of issues. So when it comes to Louis Vuitton, especially pieces that have this untreated leather, I always pay attention to the photos as well to see how much watermarks are on the piece. So just something to consider. But I did purchase this from FASHIONPHILE many years ago. And like I said, it still is a really special piece. And still to this day, there are a ton of not only Mossery backpacks, but a lot of luxury items that have been discontinued that are harder to find. You can most likely find it on FASHIONPHILE. Another very obvious reason to purchase pre-loved or for brand new is to save money. Unfortunately, there are luxury handbags on the market that don't hold their value as much as other bags do. And I know for me personally, there have been a few over the years that I've really wanted, that I've had on my wish list, but I was very aware, I've done a lot of research over the years of not only the retail cost, but also the resale value of them, and knowing that that drop was too great, that for me, it made more sense to try to find something in really good, excellent condition and buy it pre-loved and save, in some cases, thousands of dollars. A good example of that is going to be my Lady Dior bags. What's crazy to me is these are very classic pieces. As you can see, I have two. I have the large in black in a soft leather, and then I have the medium in a patent kind of beige creamy leather. I love them both, but I saved thousands of dollars on these pieces, which to me is amazing and incredible. The fact that I can have these both in my collection. I'm pretty sure I paid for both of them less than retail of one of them today. That is how much I was able to save with these. This one was, I believe, in very good condition when I bought it, and this one was in excellent condition when I bought it. Now I've had this one kind of retreated and kind of reconditioned and all that, so it does look a lot better now that I own it, but this one was already in really good condition. But if you're looking to save money, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times you can save a lot of money going the pre-loved market. And again, FASHIONPHILE does a really good job of a lot of times letting you know the retail versus the price that they're selling for, so you can really see the value you're getting. Another reason why I personally have purchased pre-loved in the past is because I wasn't sure if I would actually use and wear the bag as much as I thought I would. So I wanted the bag. I knew I wanted to give it a try, but I was a little worried about paying full retail price. This kind of is like a double whammy because obviously I was able to save money, but I just think it's a different perspective to think of. Maybe you want to add a bag to your collection, but you're not sure if you're going to reach for it on a daily basis. Maybe it'll be a special occasion bag. Maybe it's going to be just a date night bag. Maybe it's going to be a bag that's just for a specific season. This is where my Prada bag comes into play. I remember I had this on my wish list for so long. I almost bought it brand new so many times and I just couldn't pull the trigger. I was a little worried if I was gonna reach for this as much as I did at the time. I used to wear this all the time when I first purchased it. I loved the professional look of it. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a classic or a trendier type of bag. Like obviously the silhouette of this tote style is very classic, but I just wasn't sure in general if this was gonna be a good investment. So I decided to buy this one pre-loved. Obviously I saved a lot of money and then I instantly fell in love with this bag. So this obviously was a really good investment for me. I love this bag. I think it is a classic and a timeless bag. And so now it's gonna be one of those bags that will forever be in my collection. But it's a good example of the fact that if you are a little bit hesitant about a bag, you want it, but you're not 100% sure if you'll use it as much as you expect or love it as much as you hope to love all of your luxury bags, that's another good reason to consider buying luxury. This is a perfect example. Over the years, there have definitely been several times where I've had a bag on my wish list that was a little harder to find. I would consider them a little bit more rare. My Louis Vuitton Saw Plot would be the perfect example of this. I have wanted this bag ever since I saw that marketing campaign with Angelina Jolie, and I knew that one day I would own this bag. And I will say, yes, you could find them few and far between, but most of them were in horrible condition. I found this one on FASHIONPHILE a few years back, and it is still to this day in excellent condition. I actually currently use it as my laptop bag. I feel like it is so chic. Even my laptop cover is in there as we speak. I truly love this bag, but I knew that if I were gonna get my hands on it, I were gonna have to find it pre-loved because of how rare it was to find. So this actually falls into two different categories. We got a little whammy here. They have relaunched this bag, but it doesn't look exactly the same. I personally prefer this particular one, but I just love this bag. So if you're looking for something a little rare or harder to find, you definitely got to check out FASHIONPHILE because they get in so many different new selections every single day. So I was really lucky to find this one. This next category is going to be a little bit different. We were talking about pre-loved here, but the bag that I'm about to share with you, I actually purchased brand new, and I purchased it from FASHIONPHILE for very different reasons than any of the things that we've discussed today. Once I show you the bag, it's gonna totally make sense, but this is my Birkin in the 25 size, gold on gold hardware in toga leather. And as you guys know, Hermes makes it a little bit difficult to get your hands on these bags. And even though I have been offered 2 Hermes Birkins from the Hermes store, I said no to both of them. They just weren't what I was looking for. If I were gonna add Birkins to my collection, I do have 3 now. I was looking for something very specific. I wasn't going to buy just for the sake of taking up an offer. So I knew if I were gonna buy Birkins, I most likely had to look in the pre-loved market, even though I were looking to buy brand new. FASHIONPHILE does offer a lot of brand new bags. Bags are in brand new condition, and a lot of times, unfortunately, you may, depending on the bag itself, pay a little bit of a premium for that. So in this case, this isn't a situation where it's been discontinued. It isn't a situation where I was able to save money, where it was maybe rare to find. We know where we can buy these. They just don't hand them out to everybody. So I purchased this from FASHIONPHILE. Yes, I paid a premium, but I really wanted it. I didn't want to be patient. I didn't want to play the game. I wanted my handbag. So I bought it, and I bought it from FASHIONPHILE, and this one was in new condition. Came with absolutely everything. That's another thing to point out. Always pay attention what the bags list that they're coming with. In this case, it came with the box, it came with the rain bag, it came with all of the accessories, all of the tissue. It was in the original condition as I would have purchased it directly from the boutique. And so I decided to buy this one and I love it. If you guys know, if you've been around for a while, the Hermes Birkin was my ultimate dream bag. And not because it is Hermes, I genuinely love the style of this bag. I really, really love the silhouette of this bag. You guys know I purchased a sac de jour also from FASHIONPHILE several years back. And that is kind of one of the reasons why I purchased that bag, because ultimately I really, really wanted the Birkin in gold with gold hardware. And so I purchased the sac de jour hoping that that would maybe, you know, curb my want for the Birkin, and it didn't. I still have that bag to this day. I still love that bag, but it doesn't substitute for a Birkin at all. So if you are looking for something that maybe you cannot get your hands on as readily, or maybe it just sells out really quickly every time it's available, check out, you know, FASHIONPHILE for new as well. Everything that you buy on there isn't always pre-loved. They do have new stuff as well. This is a perfect example. So there you have it, 5 reasons to purchase pre-loved luxury, but keep in mind, there are so many more reasons to purchase pre-loved, not only for myself, but I'm sure for a lot of you down there. Make sure to leave down below a handbag that you've personally purchased from FASHIONPHILE or pre-loved, and let me know why down in the comments. And again, make sure to check out FASHIONPHILE. They really are one of my favorites, like probably my #1 favorite when it comes to shopping pre-loved. I think they do a great job with not only describing the condition of pieces, they give you a lot of pictures. They have a return policy, which is huge. I have used that as well from them and had zero issues returning items in the past. So I love the fact that they have that policy in place. And they also have a 100% authenticity guaranteed. So if you're ever concerned, you can go get your handbag or your piece authenticated by a third party just to confirm, but they have that guarantee in place for a lifetime. So definitely check out all the links down below if you want to shop some pre-loved luxury. If you're looking for some gift ideas, FASHIONPHILE is a great place to start when it comes to luxury. And I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.